Evening, evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome along. Welcome. All right. Well, welcome along to Business Owners Smashing It Online. This is our regular Tuesday night webinar, and good to see some familiar faces here as well too. So for those that haven't been here before, Business Owners Smashing It Online is for business owners, budding business owners, people with an entrepreneurial flair that think this is a great time to get into business. And you know, even if you're sort of not quite there, this is for you as well too, because it might give you some inspiration. But we're actually just having a few issues trying to get our speaker on at the moment. The internet's playing havoc here. I don't know whether it's all over the coast. Certainly has been a bit slow here today, but she's trying anyway. So before she gets here, let's open up the lines. Let's introduce yourself and your business. So tell us who you are, what your business is, and most of all, what is it you want to get out of tonight? Why are you here tonight? So who'd like to be first? And feel free to stick your camera on if you haven't got your camera on as well. Hello.
I'll start. Yeah, hi. How are you? Hi, everyone. My name's Diane Tipper. My business is Sleep Keeper. And if you're planning on going away, plan to take your pillow too in our Sleep Keeper pillow carriers that will keep your pillows dry, compact, and very portable. You can't take your bed, but you definitely can take your pillow. $29.95 and free delivery all in Australia. So Diane Tipper, Sleep Keeper. Thank you.
Awesome. I have seen those pillows. They look pretty amazing. So, and I always think that the one thing you need to take with you when you travel is your pillow. You guarantee you a good night's sleep.
Exactly.
Excellent. Oh, welcome along. All right. Who else do we have here? Hey, Stacey.
Hello everyone. I'm Stacey. I'm the owner of Perfect Friends Dog Grooming, where I groom animals that suffer anxiety. And I'm based in Kingston in Brisbane. And the reason why I came on here tonight is I don't have a website at the moment, but I'd love to know more.
Excellent. All right. Well, tonight's probably a good precursor for it all. So it is about Pinterest tonight, and Pinterest is all about traffic as well. So it should be an exciting evening. So welcome along.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Who else we got here tonight? I know Selena wants to say hello.
Hi. Hi, Nick. How are you? Hi, everyone.
Good.
My name is Selena. I'm actually a writer. Nick probably doesn't know this about me, but I'm an author as well.
I do. Isn't it true that you've written is it a children's book?
Yes. So
yes.
teen fiction. So that's sort of what I do on the side. And so I'm really interested in Pinterest because I believe it's a great vehicle for, you know, that kind of thing. So in order to, you know, get my book out there a bit more. So yeah, I'm here to learn all about Pinterest.
Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, great medium for you. So should be a good night.
Thank you.
All right, who we got? We've got the big hand of Alan Stevens just sort of covering the camera there. All right, who else would like to introduce themselves? We're still waiting for our presenter to come on, so we've got a wee bit of time to introduce her. Go on, Alan. Since you cover the camera, let's uncover your mic.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Yep, I'm sorry. We were speaking, not realizing that we were muted.
Oh, good. So tell us who you are and what you do and what you hope to get out of tonight.
Well, we're from Little Cocoa, the artisan chocolate business on the Gold Coast, and I just saw it very last minute, so I signed up because we were given some advice recently from a marketing expert that that our Pinterest is really doing really well for something we don't put a lot of effort into, and he thought it could be a really good way to make sales. So we thought let's learn some more about it.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, we're definitely in the right place for it, because I've been learning some stuff about Pinterest just before we have tonight's session, and yeah, it's pretty amazing, really. The amount of effort that goes into it's a lot less than Facebook and say Instagram, but you get some good results out of it. And anyone that wants the best chocolate in Australia, Little Cocoa is the place to go. They do some pretty awesome stuff.
Thank you.
All right, who else do we have along here? Come and introduce yourself, say good day, your name, and what you're hoping to get out of tonight. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Nick. Thank you for inviting me to Clubhouse.
Oh, good. Excellent. I saw you there and I thought, right, you need an invitation.
Yeah, thank you. Today, I just was attracted to it. Like, I provide partnering services for businesses to show them how they can collaborate with other businesses to grow their brand. And I don't know whether there's anything I can do that's going to suit Pinterest, but because it's not a visual type of thing unless I do drawings and things. But I just thought I'd listen in to see if there's anything I can get value from, and also maybe even some things I can help some of my customers with as well.
Awesome. Yes, I think there is going to be some great stuff in there for that, because I have been surprised at some of the things that are there just for business and Pinterest. So yeah, so welcome along.
Thanks.
All right, time for a couple more. Who's going to be almost lucky last? So I'm just trying to, I'm just working with Jane to get her on as well. She's having all sorts of problems at her end, trying to get onto Zoom. All right. All right. She's just restarting. So let's get cracking. We've got some cool online tools. So let's get on to the agenda for tonight. And hopefully it gives her enough time to get things sorted out. And don't you love the tech issue live? All right, for those that are right later, this is Owners Smash webinar every Tuesday for small, medium business owners of all sorts, creeds and types. And really the purpose of it is to look at the online aspects of business. I mean, there's all sorts of aspects, but we particularly focus on some of the online tools and stuff. So, and you don't need to be in business to be here. You can be thinking about business, or you can be supporting someone in business as well too. All right, so we do have an agenda for tonight. And so the order of tonight is I have some cool online tools, which I will share with you tonight. Then we've got the presentation with Jane, all on Pinterest. Time for questions and answers. Do have a prize draw or a giveaway tonight. And then we'll talk about the next event and close off at around about 7:30 tonight, 7:30 Queensland time, that is. All right, and while we're here, great to check in on Facebook or LinkedIn or even Pinterest, whichever is your social media platform of choice. Just check in, and the way to do that is just tap on, where you'd normally post. On Facebook, you get a menu that pops up from the bottom, and one of those says check in, and you'll see a range of options there, and one of them may or may not be Business Owners Smashing It Online. If you don't see it, just search for it, and it should pop up, and check in. So feel free to tag me in. If you're here with a friend, tag them in. If you think someone else should be here, tag them in as well too. So the reason why we do check in is twofold. One is for us here, great for spreading the word about Business Owners Smashing It Online and letting people know it happens. And secondly, great for your digital profile as well too, building up, your profile of things that you do on the social media platforms. And so that's good for people that are coming through and scrolling through and, stalking you on, well, in this case here, Facebook, but if you're doing it on LinkedIn as well, people often check out the sorts of events you go to and the things you do. So it's good to have some things in there, apart from just the casino and the coffee shops that you may frequent. All right. well, let's move on to some of the cool online tools that I've got for us tonight. And welcome along, Jane. Jane has made it. So relax. We've got a few moments. Take a deep breath, and this tech stuff always gets to sometimes, but we're all good. All right. Well, let me share our screen, and we'll get through to some of the tools that I've got for tonight. All right. Well, the first one that I've got is, it's not really a tool, but it is an online application. And this one is, in fact, it was introduced to me by someone who is expanding her e-commerce site from just Australia. She's going international. So she's expanding it through to Sweden, US, New Zealand, UK. And needing to have some simple payment system for paying suppliers. So she's got physical goods and products that she gets manufactured in China, and then she's got warehousing in the various countries of the world that she's selling in. So, and obviously she needs to pay for those. And the traditional way was to open up multiple currency accounts with, say, someone like Citibank or one of the major banks. One of the drawbacks with that is that it can be very expensive holding multi-currency accounts. And when you're transferring funds between the currencies, even in the same bank, you get hit with transaction fees and exchange fees that are generally not particularly pleasant. So Airwallex is it's almost like a virtual bank account in the sense that you sign up for it online, and you sign up for it in your major currencies. So for me, when I signed up, it was in Australian dollars. Then you can select a wallet for other currencies. So, and it's really a virtual account as opposed to I was going to say real bank account. I mean, it is a real account, but you're not really opening up traditional accounts like you would in a bank, separate accounts. It is one account, but you've got these virtual segments in the application. So you can choose, whether you want to accept and pay in, in multiple currencies. The beauty about it is that people can pay you by bank transfer into your virtual account. Like you can collect payments by credit card, debit card, and you can keep those payments in the currencies that you want, and then pay your suppliers. So if you happen to have a warehouse in the US, you can use this account here to pay in US currency. If you haven't got enough, you can simply transfer between the virtual accounts that you've got. And the exchange rates on this are quite a lot better than the major banks that we're used to in our countries, and certainly over here in Australia. So it is quite a significant saving. So really easy sign up process. You'll see a button at the top, which is get started. Costs you nothing to sign up. And the sign up process is pretty easy. In fact, I think all I supplied was two sides of my driver's license. So I scanned two sides of my driver's license and my company shareholder details, and that was it. So the sign up process took less than 5 minutes. I think it would have taken 3 to 5 minutes of that. There's about a 3-day approval process. So they go through the process of approving it to make sure they're meeting with, in this case, Australian financial regulations. But again, it's fairly simple. And look, it could replace a bank account as well too. With something like this, there's no need to have a standard bank account, particularly if you're paying fees, because there are no fees for just holding this account and holding currency. So it's a great online alternative. And it's a good option if you're trading internationally. So one is called airwallex.com. So the links for this we'll put into chat. Chat is the little icon in the middle of the screen down the bottom. There's a little chat icon, looks like a speech bubble. If you click on that, it'll open up the chat box. And at the end of the evening, if you look down the bottom right of the chat box, you'll see 3 little dots. If you click that, that'll allow you to save it to your computer. So you don't have to write all this down. You can just click the 3 dots and save it. I will try and remember to ask you to save it towards the end there so you don't forget. All right, our next application is one called page not working. Actually, it's just loading again. It's one called Yesware. And what that is it's a CRM that works inside Microsoft Outlook. So if you've got an Office 365 account or a G Suite account, a Google G Suite, it works on side that there. All right, it's telling me my connection's unstable, which is no surprise. It's been like that all day today. So hopefully it'll open up, but really what it's a CRM, it's a sales pipeline. So as you get emails coming in, you can assign those to you can give them tags just like you can any normal CRM. And it will allow you to bring up reminders so that, you know, if you need to follow up a lead that's come in, and it all just works inside your email box. Doesn't look like it's going to open for us. It was working when I was having a look through it the other day. All right, so it looks like we're not getting much joy with that one today. But the link for that is in the chat. When the site comes up or when the internet becomes more stable, it is well worth checking out. Price-wise, it's pretty inexpensive as well. It's just a low monthly fee. I think it's off the top of my head, I think it's around sort of 10 or 20 bucks. Don't quote me on that. And I don't know what it is because I can't load the site at the moment. So have a look at it tomorrow when hopefully it's going to come back up again. Not a great start if their site doesn't load, but it did look good. Alrighty, next one is one called AwareScan. Reason why I looked at this one here is it's got a pretty cool function there for doing a spell check. So if we enter, so all you do is, and it'll do an analysis of a range of things on your website as well. Here we go. So they've got a spelling monitor, so check your spelling, tell you where you've it'll tell you make links up and images. It'll check those, and it's also got an uptime monitor to really let you know when your site goes down, if it ever goes down. And so you can come through and check it and find out why it's gone down. So all you do is you enter in your domain name and hit the scan website. It'll go through and scan your web range of recommendations. Now, I think maybe my whole browser's gone down at the moment because it's not actually scanning at the moment. We'll let that one go, and hopefully it will come back. Oh, there we go. It's looks like it's doing something. We might come back to that one and see whether it's scanned after a minute or two. All right. Right, I disappeared there for a little while. I think that was our internet going. I've now plugged in two internets, so hopefully we've got a bit of redundancy here. So let's try that. Where did I get up to? What did you see? Did you see the spell check scanner thing? Did you, was it, okay, you got that. All right, sweet. Okay, well, let me get back my screen again and see whether we can pick up where we left off. All right, first thing, let's see if we can load Yesware again so that you know that the website I'm talking about actually exists. And the scanner, all right, still scanning my website, so I scanned 17 pages. We'll come back to that one and see how that is getting on. And the next one was OneClick Checkout. So I did talk about Amazon being the pioneer of the OneClick Checkout, which means fewer steps for people to go through when they're buying things from your website. And really that resulted in a substantial increase in conversions for Amazon, resulting in millions of dollars more. That was the sort of conversions. But that technology was proprietary technology that Amazon bought and really wasn't available for the general public, for us who are running online stores until now. So Fast is a service which is essentially like a one-click checkout. It's reasonably new, and if you've got a WooCommerce store, you can integrate it into your WooCommerce store in WordPress. I think it's available now for Shopify as well. So if you've got a Shopify store, it'll allow you to integrate it there, and it's rolling out across a number of payment gateways. Now, the really how it works is what Fast is it stores customers' information, like customers set up a profile in Fast. So when they click out first time and the website they're clicking out with is using Fast, then it will save their details. So if so I'm logged into my one, and you can see that it's saved an email address, phone number, date of birth. Yes, you can send me a birthday present when the time comes around, now that you know it. And then it'll save your addresses. So you can have a number of addresses saved in there, like delivery addresses and billing addresses. And it will save your credit card info that you're using as well. So this is saved separately away from your store. So it's in your each individual's Fast account. But if you've got Fast, if you're a business owner, if you've got Fast connected to your store, it means that when people come to check out, they just click one button, the checkout goes and retrieves all of that information from their person's profile. So they don't need to fill out addresses, for delivery and for that sort of thing. It really just auto fills all of that in. And so essentially it's there, and then they just click checkout. So it makes the checkout process quicker, and means that you've got more stickability with your sales, and hopefully do make more sales and better conversions. So if you've got an e-commerce store, that is well worth looking into getting Fast into your store or connected to your checkout process. All right, last thing we've got is more of a how-to guide. So, and again, it's about shopping. So it's a bit of a theme about finance and shopping today. But you can use Instagram and Facebook as an online store these days. So, and I was just investigating that for our Instagram account, looking at, how we might, do some e-commerce through there and transact through the store. So there's a guide here, facebook.com/business/Instagram/shopping and /guide. So it's a great step-by-step guide to set up shopping in Instagram, which basically means you can sell things and take money in Instagram without people ever leaving the platform. So great for convenience and getting people that are on that platform. But one caveat with it is that ideally you want to get them off that platform at some point, get their email address into your CRM so that you can market to them directly rather than leaving it up to Instagram, and the risks of having your Instagram account closed because you have, for some unforsaken reason, violated their terms and conditions. I just came across someone the other day who had a Facebook account, and they were doing, just this thing on Facebook, and Facebook closed down their account. They couldn't get it back, and there was no reason for the closure. They couldn't get a reason for it, and they got to the end of support with Facebook, who would not give them their account back. So they lost their business overnight. So use your social media platforms as an additional avenue for sales, as opposed to the primary avenue of sales for that reason. All right, we've got that link in chat as well too. All right, well, there's our handy dandy tools and apps and things for this week. Anything there that captured your interest, or something that you think might be helpful that to use or explore, or a little rabbit hole that maybe you could spend the next week following down and exploring for the week? Just drop and chat what you like, or feel free to open up your mic and tell us what your favorite was out of all of that.
I would have to say definitely I'd look into the Fast and also the Facebook one as well with Instagram.
Facebook, yep. So that shopping on Instagram and Facebook and Fast. Yep, Awesome. All right, and we've got a couple of votes here for that spell scanner. Yeah, I've got this rule in my business. I'm actually not really allowed to publish anything until someone's proofread it. I do, and I get told off, but this is great for that. All right, AirWallets. Yes, AirWallets is pretty good. I actually use another one as well called TransferWise. That's an alternative. We haven't got that link up there, but AirWallets, TransferWise, similar sort of thing.